real excited about this.
14.3 million.
14.3 million. Now,
right.
Again, that's out of the appropriations. Has
right.
to go to the Senate, then the House, and then to the President's desk. But when I was speaking with Adam Tell, who is Senator Cochran's military affairs officer in his office, he said he felt good that it's going to get passed. Because remember, this is a Democratic committee now.
Right.
Senator Cochran was just able to get some of his things put in there.
Right. Now, for people maybe that have not heard anything about this new National Guard armor, this readiness center that we're talking about, will it be in the place of where the old one is?
No,
there?
sir. It'll be across the street.
Okay.
This will be the anchor on the people. It's not proposed because this is going to happen now. We've actually begun moving forward. The town of Monticello is building a frontage road paralleling the Highway 84 bypass from old Highway 27 to new 27. The land has already been purchased. The county bought the property for the new armory several years ago. The city has already ran water and sewer to that site. Part of the road is already there, then will have to be finished out as well. But it will be almost right across the street from the existing armory. This will be a brand new facility on a whole new piece of property.
All right, man, that is, you guys really have got to be excited
we
about
are.
that.
We're very, very excited about it. And stop and think about this: $14.3 million worth of construction in
right.
your community. That's gonna bring a lot of money into our community just during the construction phase.
That's exactly right.
So we're really excited.
Do they have a timeline? I mean, will that, or have they got to that point yet?
They haven't really got to that point yet. Probably when I was speaking with Adam, you're probably looking at about 30 to 90 days for this bill to finish the process
right.
to get to the President's desk. And then once he signs it, it's pretty much there. And the state will have to pony up a little bit more money because that's how it works with readiness centers. It's a federal-state partnership. Now, Mississippi already has ponied up some of their money. They will have to pony up the rest, but there's never been a problem with the state legislature and the governor coming up with the money for new readiness centers when the feds appropriate that kind of money. They've always done that, so we see no problem with that whatsoever.
Wow, well, I'll tell you, that's big news for Monticello, Lawrence County, and for this area to have that readiness center and to have that kind of facility. That should be a very big facility with that kind of money.
It's going to be a very, very big facility, very nice. And the front of the facility is going to look like Thomas Jefferson's Monticello.
Aha.
What we are named after. So it will
right.
be, it's always going to be a landmark.
Right. Now is that designed by federal? I mean, is there some
what happens
architectures?
Is there's already been some federal and state money put forward for the architectural design. That has been done already. That money has been spent, and the architectural design is done.
So you're a step ahead of that. Well, good deal. All right.
We really have. We have stayed a step ahead the whole way here. That's what's helped us get to this point.
Right. Now the next step on this project is what?
Well, the next step will be, again, once the funding is secured 100%. I say about 95% right
30 to
now.
90 days?
30 to 90 days. At that point, the military will then come up with a set of plans for the building. They'll advertise that, and then they'll let the job.
All right, well, good deal. Now, speaking of the new armory, or the new readiness center out there, you guys have got to be proud of your new Highway 84 bypass out there.
Well, we are. That's a good road, and a lot of folks were real worried that it was going to affect a town and the merchants, and it has affected some of the wards and the gas stations. They've probably seen it a little bit, but one thing in Monticello, our sales tax have been up every month. So the bypass has not affected us as much as we thought it would. But again, being proactive, that's one of the things we're looking at is that frontage road I talked about. We've already spent some money on that. We have done the environmental study that has to be done. We are in the process now of getting it added to here's one of those acronyms again, the STIP, State Transportation Improvement Plan. I always like to say what those acronyms stand for because nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Half time I don't know. But if I do know, I try to say what it is. We're working now on getting it added to the STIP, which will make it eligible for some of the stimulus dollars. Now, you can argue that the stimulus was a waste, that it shouldn't have been done, but the fact of the matter is it has been done. The fact of the matter is those dollars are out there. I would be negligent in my job if I did not go after those dollars to improve the town of Monticello. So we will go after those dollars, and if we can get them, we're going to use those dollars instead of our local tax dollars to build that frontage road.
All right, well, good deal. Anything else happening that you want to send a plug about?
Yeah, I want folks to know to go out to the water park. We have done a lot of improvements down at the Atwood Water Park. We have a 1 mile paved walking trail now. We've got trailers out there for rent. We've recovered the picnic pavilions. There's lights in the front field. The park is beautiful. We even have some full service hookups in the park now. So I want folks to go check that out. Also, we just received word last week, 10 days, we have written a grant and we have received a grant through Rural Development. We will be shortly having a farmer's market in downtown Monticello that will have not only produce, they'll have jams, jellies, homemade goods, things like that. It's going to be in the old Malta's Mart.
Okay.
And we've gotten a grant to move that process forward. Again, it will not cost the local taxpayers any money, but we feel this is something that will bring people to downtown. And anytime you can bring people into your downtown area, if they go to that farmer's market and spend money, they're liable to go across the street to the pharmacy or to the gift shop and spend some more money. And
Fill up with gas.
Fill up with gas.
Right.
Get some groceries.
Yeah.
And so anytime we can get people in the town, we're improving our economy, and we feel this farmer's market is just another step in that direction.
And that's going to be in the old Malta Mart.
The old Malta Mart. Yeah.